Welcome to Earth Curiosities. Our world is full of places that are difficult to explain and almost impossible to forget. Take your time, slow down, and let us begin. Deep beneath the surface of the Earth, a forgotten town lay hidden for centuries. Its streets and buildings, once bustling with life, were now covered by layers of soil and rock. This place, known as Derinkuyu, is located in the heart of Turkey. The town is not just a legend. It is a remarkable underground city that tells a story of survival and mystery. Imagine standing at the entrance of a dark tunnel. The air is cool and damp, a stark contrast to the warm sun above. As one steps inside, the world of light fades away. The walls are carved from soft volcanic rock, shaped by the hands of ancient people. They created a labyrinth of rooms, corridors, and passages that stretch for miles deep into the earth. Derinkuyu was not built for comfort. It was built for protection. In ancient times, people faced many dangers, including invasions and wars. To escape these threats, they dug down into the earth. Here, they found safety. The tunnels could hold thousands of people, along with their livestock and supplies. This underground haven had everything a community needed: kitchens, living spaces, even places of worship. As one explores the tunnels, a sense of awe fills the air. The dim light from lanterns flickers against the rough stone. Shadows dance along the walls, creating a haunting beauty. Each turn reveals something new. There are large storage rooms where grains and food were kept. There are wells that provided fresh water, essential for survival in the dark. Interestingly, Derinkuyu was not alone. There are many underground cities in the region. These towns were connected by tunnels, allowing people to move safely from one place to another. The tunnels served as escape routes. They were narrow and winding, often hidden from the view of outsiders. This clever design helped to protect the inhabitants. Another amazing feature of Derinkuyu is its ventilation system. Air shafts reach up to the surface, bringing in fresh air to the depths below. This clever engineering ensured that the people could breathe, even when they were far from the outside world. The shacks also helped to keep the temperature stable, a small comfort in an otherwise harsh environment. Despite its size, Derinkuyu was not a permanent home for everyone. It was used during times of danger. People would stay for weeks or even months, waiting for the threat to pass. Once it was safe, they would return to their lives above ground. But what happened to this hidden town? Over time, as the world changed, Derinkuyu was forgotten. Nature reclaimed the land. The entrances were buried, and the stories faded into memory. It remained hidden until the 1960s, when a man discovered a tunnel in his home. This led to the rediscovery of a world long lost. Now, visitors come from all over the globe to see this remarkable underground city. They walk the same corridors that ancient people once traveled. They touch the cool stone walls and imagine life in the dark. The mystery of Derinkuyu continues to fascinate. What secrets still lie beneath the surface? How many more stories are waiting to be uncovered? As the exploration continues, the past whispers through the tunnels, inviting curiosity and wonder. As explorers venture deeper into Derinkuyu, they often pause to listen. The silence is profound, almost alive. Each footstep echoes softly against the curved stone walls. It feels as if the very stones hold the memories of those who once sought refuge here. Some rooms are larger than others. The grandest chamber may have served as a communal space. Here, ancient families gathered to share meals and stories. It is easy to imagine the flickering flames of a fire, casting warmth and light in the cold underground. The smell of baked bread and roasted meat might have filled the air, mixing with laughter and the sounds of life. Nearby, small niches in the walls suggest places where people kept their belongings. Perhaps a mother stored her child's toys, or a farmer hid seeds for planting when the time was right. These simple details paint a picture of daily life, one that feels close and real. One cannot help but wonder about the people who lived here. Who were they? What were their dreams and fears? The walls of Derinkuyu may not speak, but they tell a story of resilience. When faced with danger, These ancient inhabitants chose to dig deep into the earth. They turned to the darkness for safety, transforming it into a sanctuary. The design of the city is another marvel. Narrow passages twist and turn, some leading to small rooms, while others open into larger halls. The clever architecture reveals a deep understanding of the land. The builders knew how to create secure spaces, but they also knew how to make them livable. In one section, a small chapel stands quietly. Its stone altar is worn, but still strong. This sacred space offers a moment of reflection. It reminds visitors of the spiritual lives of those who sought comfort during troubled times. The soft light filters through small openings, creating a serene atmosphere. As explorers move from room to room, they notice the clever use of stone. The walls are not just barriers, they are also a canvas. Some areas contain intricate carvings and symbols, perhaps messages left by those who once called this place home. Each mark tells a story, a piece of history waiting to be uncovered. The air grows cooler as they descend further. The deeper they go, the more they feel the weight of the earth above. It is a reminder of the world outside, vibrant and alive. Yet here, in the shadows, there is peace. Suddenly, a narrow passage leads to a steep staircase. The steps are worn for centuries of use. They spiral down into the unknown, inviting the brave to explore what lies below. What will they find? A sense of adventure hangs in the air. Each step taken is a step into the past. The explorers are not just looking at walls and rooms, they are stepping into the lives of those who lived in this hidden city. The thrill of discovery pulses through the tunnels. What other secrets does Derinkuyu hold? What stories are yet to be told? As the journey continues, the past feels alive, echoing in the cool air. There is much more to uncover, and the adventure has only just begun. As they descend the spiral staircase, the darkness thickens around them. The air is cool and carries a hint of damp earth. Each step feels ancient, worn smooth by countless feet. The explorers hold their breath, anticipation bubbling just beneath the surface. What will they find at the bottom? At last they reach a new level. The space opens up, revealing a large chamber, more expansive than any they have seen before. The ceiling is high, and the walls are rugged, yet there is a sense of strength in the stone. Here the light from their lanterns dances across the surface, illuminating the contours of the rock. In this chamber, artifacts lie scattered across the floor. They are remnants of a life once lived. A simple clay pot, cracked but still whole, sits near the wall. It may have held water or grain. Nearby, a stone tool rests quietly, a reminder of the hands that shaped it. These items whisper stories of daily struggles and triumphs. Along one side of the chamber, a series of benches are carved into the rock. They appear to be a gathering place. Imagine families sitting here, sharing news and laughter. The atmosphere must have been filled with warmth and connection, even in the depths of the earth. The explorers notice a small opening in one corner. It leads to another narrow tunnel, barely wide enough for a single person to pass through. A sense of curiosity pulls them closer. What lies beyond? A new mystery awaits, hidden in the darkness. As they peer into the tunnel, a faint sound echoes from within. It is a soft trickle, like water flowing. This sound stirs excitement. Perhaps there is another well, or maybe even a hidden chamber filled with more surprises. The explorers exchange glances, their hearts racing with the thrill of discovery. With cautious steps, they enter the tunnel. The walls are rough, pressing in closely. The air feels fresh, a contrast to the stillness of the chamber they left behind. Each step forward brings them deeper into the unknown. As they move, the sound of water grows clearer. It becomes a gentle melody, guiding them onward. The tunnel twists and turns, leading them through the heart of the mountain. The explorers can almost feel the earth around them, alive and breathing. Finally, they reach a small underground spring. Water bubbles up from the stone, clear and pure. It forms a tiny pool, glistening in the lantern light. This vital source must have been a lifeline for the people of Derinkuyu. It speaks of survival, of life thriving even in the depths below. The explorers kneel beside the spring, captivated by its beauty. They dip their fingers into the cool water, feeling a connection to those who came before. It is a moment of reflection, a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. But time does not stand still. The journey must continue. They rise, leaving the spring behind, and follow the tunnel further. As they walk, the air grows warmer, the sounds of the spring fading into silence. Suddenly, they stumble upon a wider space, filled with strange shapes. The walls are lined with shelves carved into the stone. It looks like an ancient storage room. The shelves are stacked with jars and containers, some intact, others broken. The explorers can almost see the hands that once placed these items here. One jar, still sealed, catches their eye. It is made of clay, decorated with simple patterns. What could it hold? A sense of wonder fills the air. Perhaps it contains spices, dried fruits, or even oil. The explorers can imagine the scents wafting through the tunnels, a reminder of home. As they examine the jars, they find something else, a faint, almost hidden inscription on the wall. It is carved in an ancient script, difficult to read. The letters twist and turn, telling a story of the people who had lived and thrived in this underground world. The explorers lean closer, their lantern light casting shadows over the carving. It feels like a conversation from the past, reaching out to them from centuries ago. The inscription speaks of hope and resilience, a testament to the spirit of those who called Derinkuyu home. It hints at their struggles, their dreams, and their desire for safety. Each letter is a reminder that these people were not just survivors. They were builders, dreamers, and nurturers. As the explorers take in this moment, the weight of history surrounds them. They feel a connection to the lives that once filled these spaces with laughter and love. It is a powerful feeling, one that resonates deeply in the cool air of the underground. They decide to continue their exploration, moving cautiously through the storage room. Each step is filled with anticipation. What else might they find in this hidden place? The air grows warmer again as they move into another corridor. The walls seem to pulse with life, telling stories of the past. The explorers can almost hear the echoes of children playing, families gathering, and the daily rhythm of life that once filled Derinkuyu. Suddenly, a large archway appears ahead. It is grand and inviting, leading into a spacious hall. The explorers step through, and their eyes widen in amazement. This chamber is unlike any they have seen. The ceiling arches high above, creating a sense of openness. In the center, a large stone table stands, worn but sturdy. It may have served as a meeting place for leaders, a spot for discussions about the community's future. The explorers can picture the people who gathered here, sharing ideas, solving problems, and planning for tomorrow. Around the walls, niches hold more artifacts. Some contain pottery, others tools, and a few even have small sculptures. Each item is a piece of the puzzle, a clue to understanding life in Derinkuyu. The explorers approach the niches with curiosity, careful not to disturb the fragile history around them. One niche holds a small, beautifully crafted figurine. It is a representation of a figure, perhaps a guardian or a deity. The details are exquisite. The explorers marvel at the skill of the artisans who created it. This figurine may have held great importance to the people, a symbol of hope and protection in their dark world. As they explore further, the explorers notice a series of murals painted on the walls. The colors have faded over time, but the images remain vibrant. They tell stories of daily life, of harvests, celebrations, and the changing seasons. The explorers feel as if they are stepping into a living history, witnessing moments that shaped the community. Yet, as they gaze at these murals, a sense of mystery lingers. Why were these stories created in such a hidden place? What were the hopes of those who painted them? The questions swirl in their minds, adding depth to their journey. Time seems to slip away as they lose themselves in the beauty of the hall, but the thrill of discovery still calls to them. They begin to wander through another passage, eager to see what lies ahead. The corridor twists and turns, each bend revealing new surprises. The air is filled with the scent of earth, and the sound of dripping water echoes softly in the distance. The explorers move steadily, their hearts beating with excitement. Then they come upon a small alcove. Here the walls are lined with shelves, much like the storage room. But these shelves hold something different. Books, or what remains of them. The explorers can hardly believe their eyes. These ancient texts, though fragile and worn, hold the knowledge of the past. They are a glimpse into the thoughts and beliefs of the people of Derinkuyu. The explorers tread carefully, treating these remnants with the utmost respect. One book catches their attention, its cover adorned with faded symbols. They gently lift it from the shelf, feeling the weight of history in their hands. The pages are delicate, each one filled with handwritten text. The script is ancient, but the explorers can make out a few words. They sense that these writings contain wisdom, stories, and perhaps even prayers. As they turn the pages carefully, an unexpected feeling washes over them. It is as if they are connecting with the thoughts of another time. The ink, though faded, speaks of hopes and dreams, fears and struggles. These words were once alive, a part of a vibrant culture that thrived in this underground sanctuary. They linger on a page that describes a festival, a celebration of the harvest. The words paint a vivid picture of joy, with families coming together, sharing food and laughter. The explorers can almost hear the music and the chatter, the warmth of community echoing through the ages. It is a reminder that even in darkness, joy can flourish. Another passage speaks of the importance of family. It describes the bonds that tied people together, the strength found in unity. The explorers pause, reflecting on their own lives. The message resonates deeply. It is a universal truth that transcends time and place. Suddenly, a soft sound breaks the silence. It is a gentle rustling, almost like a whisper. The explorers exchange glances, their hearts quickening. What could it be? They hold their breath, straining to listen. The sound grows louder, echoing through the tunnel, a rhythmic pulse that seems to beckon them forward. Curiosity piqued, they follow the sound, moving deeper into the labyrinth. The air feels electric with anticipation. Each step carries them further into the heart of Derinkuyu. The walls seem to close in, yet they feel a sense of adventure guiding them. As they round another corner, the sound transforms. It is now a cascading rhythm, like water flowing over stones. The explorers quicken their pace, eager to discover the source of this melody. They navigate through narrow passages, the lanterns casting flickering shadows that dance along the walls. Finally, they arrive at a large chamber where the sound becomes a gentle roar. It is a waterfall, cascading into a small underground pool. The water sparkles in the lantern light, creating a magical atmosphere. The explorers stand in awe, mesmerized by the beauty of the scene. This hidden oasis must have been a vital resource for the inhabitants of Derinkuyu. The water, fresh and clear, is a reminder of life thriving below the surface. It nourished not just the people, but the spirit of the community. The explorers take a moment to appreciate the tranquility of the space. The sound of the waterfall is soothing, a contrast to the stillness of the tunnels they have traversed. It fills the air with life, echoing the resilience of those who once called this place home. After a time, they decide to move on, leaving the waterfall behind. Yet the memory of this hidden treasure will linger in their minds. As they continue their journey, the tunnels seem to shift, revealing new paths and possibilities. They come across more chambers, each one telling a different story. Some are filled with remnants of daily life, tools, pottery, and even remnants of clothing. Each item adds to the tapestry of life in Derinkuyu, a place that was more than just a refuge. It was a thriving community that faced challenges with courage and creativity. In one room, they discover a series of intricate carvings on the walls. The images depict scenes of farming, hunting, and gatherings. The explorers can almost imagine the people working the land, their hands brown with earth, their faces lit with determination. These carvings are a testament to the skills and traditions passed down through generations. As they move further, the atmosphere begins to change. The air feels different, charged with a sense of mystery. They enter a narrow passage that leads to a dimly lit chamber. The walls are rough, and the light from their lanterns flickers against the stone. A sense of anticipation fills the air. As they step inside, they notice that the room is filled with strange objects. Shelves line the walls, holding various items that seem to tell their own stories. Some are tools, others are simple everyday objects. There are bowls, some still intact, and others broken, their fragments scattered across the ground. In the center of the room, a large stone basin stands. It is worn and smooth, shaped by years of use. The explorers gather around it, their eyes wide with curiosity. Was this a place for washing? Or perhaps it served a more ceremonial purpose? The questions swirl in their minds, each one adding to the mystery of this underground world. Nearby, a small altar is carved into the wall. It is simple but beautiful, adorned with symbols that seem to tell a story of devotion. The explorers can almost feel the presence of those who once gathered here, seeking comfort or guidance in their time of need. It is a quiet space, filled with a sense of reverence. As they absorb the atmosphere, the explorers notice something unusual. One section of the wall appears to be different from the rest. It is smooth and lacks the rough texture of the surrounding stone. Intrigued, they move closer, examining it with care. Suddenly, one of them presses against the wall, and to their surprise, it gives way. A hidden door creaks open, revealing yet another passage. The explorers exchange excited glances, their hearts racing. What could be waiting for them beyond this door? With cautious steps, they enter the new tunnel. The air feels cooler here, and the sound of dripping water echoes softly in the distance. The passage twists and turns, leading them deeper into the heart of Derinkuyu. Each step taken brings a mix of excitement and trepidation. As they navigate through the narrow corridor, the explorers notice small carvings on the walls. These delicate etchings depict scenes of daily life, animals, and even abstract shapes. They are reminders of the creativity and artistry of the people who once lived here. Each carving is a glimpse into their world, a connection to the past that feels both distant and immediate. The tunnel opens into a larger chamber, and the explorers gasp at the sight. This room is unlike any they have seen before. It is vast, with high ceilings that seem to stretch into darkness. The walls shimmer with moisture, and the air is filled with a cool breeze. In the center of the chamber, a large stone structure rises. It is shaped like a pyramid, with layers of stone stacked carefully on top of one another. The explorers approach it, their curiosity piqued. Was this a place of worship, a gathering spot, or perhaps a tomb? As they circle the structure, they notice inscriptions carved into the stone. The symbols are unfamiliar, yet they resonate with an ancient energy. The explorers run their fingers over the carvings, feeling the rough edges. It is a tangible connection to the people who created this place, and they can almost hear the whispers of the past echoing through the chamber. Suddenly, a soft sound interrupts their thoughts. It is a faint rustling, almost like the flutter of wings. The explorers freeze for a moment, their hearts pounding. What could it be? They scan the shadows, searching for the source of the noise. Then, from a dark corner, a small creature emerges. It is a bat, flapping its wings as it flies past them, disappearing into the shadows above. Laughter bubbles among the explorers, breaking the tension. The moment feels surreal, a reminder that life exists even in the depths of the earth. As they continue to explore the chamber, they feel a growing sense of wonder. Each new corner they turn reveals more surprises. The explorers find that the walls of this chamber are not just plain stone. They are adorned with colorful murals, their colors still vibrant despite the years. The images depict scenes of celebrations, rituals, and the natural world. One mural shows a harvest festival. People are dancing, their faces filled with joy. The bright colors of their clothing stand out against the earthy tones of the stone. It is a vivid reminder of life above ground, where the sun shines and laughter fills the air. The explorers can almost hear the music and feel the energy of the celebration, even in this quiet underground space. Another mural depicts the animals that once roamed the region. There are wild goats, birds soaring through the sky, and even a majestic stag. The detail is remarkable. Each creature seems to leap from the wall, alive and full of spirit. This art captures the connection between the people and the land, a bond that is as strong as ever. The explorers move around the chamber, taking in every detail. They feel as if they are walking through a living history. Each brushstroke tells a story, a connection to a time long gone. The air is filled with a sense of reverence. These murals are not just decoration. They are a testament to the culture and beliefs of the people of Derinkuyu. As they continue their journey, the sound of dripping water grows louder. It draws them toward a small opening at the far end of the chamber. The explorers exchange curious glances, their hearts quickening with anticipation. What could be waiting for them in this hidden passage? They step through the opening, and the air shifts. It is cooler here, and the sound of flowing water fills their ears. The tunnel is narrow, the walls damp and slick with moisture. The explorers tread carefully, their lanterns casting flickering shadows against the stone. After a short walk, they emerge into another chamber. This one is different from the last. The ceiling is low, and the space is filled with the sound of rushing water. A small stream flows through the center, glistening in the lantern light. The water bubbles over smooth stones, creating a soothing melody that fills the air. The explorers gather around the stream, captivated by its beauty. The water is clear, and they can see the small pebbles beneath the surface. It is a reminder of life, a vital resource that sustained the community in this hidden world. They kneel beside the stream, dipping their fingers into the cool water. It is refreshing, a welcome contrast to the stillness of the tunnels. As they watch the water flow, they notice something glimmering in the light. It is a small object, half buried in the sand at the edge of the stream. One of the explorers reaches down to retrieve it. It is a small, intricately designed pendant, adorned with symbols that echo the carvings on the walls. This pendant, once worn by someone long ago, carries a piece of their story. The explorers pass it among themselves, each one marveling at its beauty. They can almost imagine the person who wore it, perhaps a leader or a beloved figure in the community. What significance did it hold for them? As they ponder these questions, the sound of the water continues to flow, a constant reminder of the life that once thrived in this underground city. The explorers feel a sense of connection to the past, as if they are part of a larger story that spans centuries. With a renewed sense of purpose, they decide to follow the stream further. The tunnel twists and turns, leading them deeper into the heart of Derinkuyu. Each step taken feels like a journey into the unknown, filled with excitement and wonder. As they walk, the explorers begin to share their thoughts. They talk about the lives of the people who lived here, the challenges they faced, and the community they built. The conversation flows softly, like the gentle stream beside them. They imagine the families who sought refuge in these tunnels, the laughter of children echoing against the stone walls, the warmth of shared meals, the comfort of being together in times of fear. These thoughts bring a sense of closeness to the past, as if the echoes of those lives still linger in the air. The stream leads them to a final chamber. This space is larger, with smooth stone walls that glisten in the lantern light. The sound of the water is now a gentle chorus, filling the room with a calming melody. In the center, a small pool reflects the flickering light, creating a serene atmosphere. The explorers gather around the pool, taking a moment to absorb the beauty of this hidden place. The water is so clear, they can see the smooth stones resting at the bottom. It feels like a sacred spot, a place where the ancient inhabitants might have come to find peace. As they stand in silence, a sense of gratitude washes over them. They are thankful for the chance to explore this underground city, They are thankful for the stories that have come to life through their journey. Each room, each artifact, has added a thread to the rich tapestry of Derinkuyu. Yet as they prepare to leave, a soft sadness tugs at their hearts. The journey through these tunnels has been more than an exploration of stone and earth. It has been a journey into the human spirit. The resilience, the creativity, and the hope of those who once called this place home resonate deeply within them. With one last look at the pool, they turn to retrace their steps. The path back feels different, as if they are leaving behind a part of themselves. The memories of the past will stay with them, woven into their own stories. As they navigate the winding corridors, the air feels lighter, filled with a sense of purpose. They carry with them not just the artifacts and the tales, but a connection to a time long gone. Emerging from the darkness, they step back into the light of the day. The sun shines brightly above, a stark contrast to the cool shadows of Derinkuyu. The explorers pause for a moment, letting the warmth wash over them. It feels like a new beginning. The stories of the hidden town will continue to echo in their minds. The lives lived in the depths of the earth, the bonds formed in the face of adversity, and the beauty found in the ordinary. As they walk away, they know that Derinkuyu is not just a relic of the past. It is a reminder of the strength of the human spirit, a spirit that endures through time. And as the sun sets on the horizon, the explorers carry the whispers of this underground city with them, a gentle reminder that history is never truly forgotten. It lives on in the hearts of those who seek to understand and remember.